What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. We're checking out some Lil Wayne. We got Life of Mr. Carter. This was recommended by a number of people. We're gonna check out the lyrics version here so that we can keep an eye on the screen. I fully understand that the lyrics videos are gonna get a lot of stuff wrong, so I'm gonna try my best to make sure I'm paying attention as well instead of just fully relying on the lyrics. Let's see what we got.
What's harder, life or Mr. Carter? Ballin' till my hair is as white as Johnny Carson. You don't have to beg because I'm fresh out of pardons. Little voices in my head say don't mind the little voices. Whoa, what's
Okay. You don't have to beg because I'm fresh out of pardons. So, like, you can beg for forgiveness, and if you get pardoned, you've been forgiven. But also the common saying, beg your pardon, right? Like, have you heard that? Like, if you don't hear what somebody says, or if you are shocked by what somebody says, you want them to repeat it. Yeah, that's okay.
Till my hair is as white as Johnny Carson. You don't have to beg because I'm fresh out of pardons. Little voices in my head say don't mind the little voices. Whoa. What's harder, love or Mr. Carter? Especially when these hoes ain't right, these hoes ain't loyal. Shit, who's wrong, who's right? Just ask my lawyer, right or wrong, I'm still gonna take his advice. He take my orders, I be A-OK instead of
Right or wrong, I'm still gonna take his advice. He takes my orders. Talking about his lawyer. Oh my God, that was nice.
Right or wrong, I'm still gonna take his advice. He take my orders, I be A-OK instead of alright. All kind of sorta, and before I ever take that for granted, I take the charges. See, you can't believe in all of the hype you hear at the bar, but if the odds are stacked against us, they're likely to stack them on us. Lil Tune, Jurassic in the room.
Bro, he's so nasty. He's so nasty that he can just do it so smooth. And it's even crazier to me knowing that he doesn't like sit down and write it down. And I know that sounds like a little thing to focus on, but it makes such a big difference to like write down your lyrics and be able to see them and let them breathe and like live in them versus like kind of just saying stuff. Like, I know he records it like one or like he might record 5 lines in a row, or sometimes it might be 1 line at a time. It really just depends on the recording session, but it's even crazier to me how smooth he does all of this, knowing that aspect of it.
The odds are stacked against us, they're likely to stack them on us. Lil Tune, Jurassic in the room, Tyrannosaurus, I ain't steal it, I took it, I ain't crooked, I'm cat-a-cornered. And if my fruits of labor were ripe, I would have an orchard, but I'm nauseous from my ups and downs and back and forwards.
I ain't steal it, I took it, I ain't crooked, I'm catty-cornered. I ain't crooked, I'm catty-cornered. It doesn't that mean that you're like diagonal? So that's what he's trying to say. He's like, I'm like, if this is straight, crooked like would be bent, but he's like, I'm not crooked, I'm still straight. I'm just opposite diagonal corner. I think that's what that meant. That was nasty.
I ain't steal it, I took it, I ain't crooked, I'm cat-a-cornered. And if my fruits of labor were ripe, I would have an orchard, but I'm nauseous from my ups and downs and back and forward shit. Mr. Carter, eyes are always on you, so I smile for the camera and hide from the reporters. Roll a blunt up in this bitch when it burn and start my motor. Shoulder shrugging in this bitch cause the world is on my shoulders. Shit.
Oh my God, he's lifting the world, shoulder shrugging on this. Oh my God. Okay.
Burn and start my motor, shoulder shrugging in this bitch cause the world is on my shoulders. Shit. What's harder, life or Mr. Carter? Tune in this bitch, let's spike the holy water. Trying to stay grounded, my flights ain't no departures. Shit, what's harder, murder or abortion? Whoa, what's harder, death or Mr. Carter?
Bro, listen, this guy is crazy. Like, I love that he's doing this What's Harder, Life for Mr. Carter. Okay.
The murder or abortion, whoa, what's harder, death or Mr. Carter? Is it easier to play deaf or to listen harder? I'm like, girl, what's harder than life for Mr. Carter? Knock on wood, but with the wood comes termites and turmoil. What's
Is it easier to play deaf or to listen harder? Is it easier to ignore and be ignorant or to pay attention to actually what's being said? I love that part because a lot of people do this, right? A lot of people do this. Oh, that's interesting. I was just noticing that, like, when I move my mouse, my frames per second drops on the recording. Maybe I should stop moving the mouse. Sorry, I got distracted by that because I saw the frames drop. And then this part, knock on wood, but with the wood comes termites and turmoil. I just love when he does that, you know, like knock on wood. So he's taking a common saying or not a common idiom and like expanding on it or flipping on it. Like, I love that.
than life for Mr. Carter? Knock on wood, but with the wood comes termites and turmoil. What's easier to change diapers or back to normal? Times are changing like Father Time just lost his father. What's harder, to ask for sorrow or to borrow or to break hearts?
Times are changing like Father Time just lost his father. Because if you lost your father, it would change you. You would, you know, like, oh my God. So time is changing because Time lost his father. Father Time. Oh my God.
Lost his father. What's harder, to ask for sorrow or to borrow or to break hearts to get your heart broke? I don't know. Father Time just lost his father. What's harder, to ask for sorrow or to borrow or to break hearts to get your heart broke? I don't know.
That was cool too. Like, what's harder, to break hearts or get your heart broke? So, like, you know, we kind of always see it one way. This is interesting that the way that he's kind of doing this, right? Like, it was the same. He's taking things that we kind of have maybe single-minded thoughts about and asking us or challenging us to think differently of it. And that's why he had the life and abortion line previously as well. But yeah, like, I mean, you know, because to me, I take that as like, is it harder to live with the guilt that you did this to so many people, like breaking hearts, or is it harder to deal with like you're having your heart broken and then recover from that?
I ask, what's harder, jail or Mr. Carter? School or Mr. Carter? The news or Mr. Carter? Man, what's harder, drugs or Mr. Carter? Judge or Mr. Carter? Court and order, yeah. What's harder, life or Mr. Carter? I ride for this shit like a knight in shining armor. I pile up the dope and roll it tight like Under Armour. Coming from this neighborhood is just like coming from comas.
Roll it tight like Under Armour, because if you're wearing like those Under Armour things, they fit really tight. But also, he just said he's like a knight in shining armor. Pile up the dope and roll it tight. Like Under Armour, like when you're wearing that armor, you're going to be under, like, feeling tight as well. Oh my God, like that whole thing was nasty. And then rolling it tight, like, you know, we know what he's talking about.
I ride for this shit like a knight in shining armor. I pile up the dope and roll it tight like Under Armour. Coming from this neighborhood is just like coming from comas. I got homies from the old school and we been lost our diplomas. Got some hoes from California, think they shit smell like begonias. Got a bone to pick, I pick it till your boneless like I come from San.
That was nasty. Your shit don't smell like flowers type of thing, or roses, but he said, because of the rhyme scheme, your shit don't smell like roses, but he's saying your shit smells like begonias. Like, that's his reference.
I got homies from the old school and we been lost our diplomas. Got some hoes from California, think they shit smell like begonias. Got a bone to pick, I pick it till your boneless like I come from San Antonio. Pop up at the spur of the moment, how you want it? When in hell, I'm a Roman here.
Oh, nasty, nasty, nasty. That wasn't accidental. So first of all, got a bone to pick. I'll pick it till you're boneless.
They shit smell like begonias. Got a bone to pick. I pick it till you're boneless.
But here,
It's
like I come from San Antonio, pop up at the spur of the moment. So Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, but Coach Popovich, also from San Antonio, also coaching for San Antonio Spurs.
come from San Antonio, pop up at the spur of the moment. How you want it? When in hell, I'm a Roman. Head on fire, I'm a Coleman. Heat up by the abdomen, and you know me, man, I'm all up.
Head on fire.
Come from San Antonio, pop up at the spur of the moment. How you want it? When in hell, I'm a Roman. Head on fire, I'm a Coleman. Heat up by the abdomen, and you know me, man, I'm all about my business.
Bro, the rhyme scheme on that was so nasty too, just like the way he did that. But head on fire, I'm a comet. I don't know, it didn't sound like comet to me, but I'm not sure. We'll just kind of keep going. Heat up out my abdomen, you know me.
You pop up at the spur of the moment. How you want it? When in hell, I'm a Roman. Head on fire, I'm a Coleman. Heat up by the abdomen, and you know me, man, I'm all up.
So, like, when in hell, I'm a Roman, like a soldier, right? But then he says, head on fire, I'm a comet. I think that's what this says. I'm not sure if he said comet, but the Romans also had the red on top. Like, I think the generals did. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check. I'm not always buffed up on my history facts. I kind of have to remind myself. Okay, sorry, I'm stopping on this part a lot. Let's go.
Head on fire, I'm a Coleman. Heat up by the abdomen, and you know me, man, I'm all about my business. Business handle business for me. I know you know life, a bitch turned her to a business woman. Mind your business, I'm saying. What's harder, life or Mr. Carter?
That was nasty. My business handle business for me. Life's a bee turned her to a business woman. Mind your business. Like, oh man, that's nasty.
What's higher, the price or Mr. Carter? Should I call you Mr. Reeby? Cause I'm right here to solve you. And if you start to smell fear, fright, I sprayed it on you. I made it, and when I made it, you hate it. I made it on you. You know the streets talk, my nigga. Don't make them argue. Niggas faded away. I light one and get faded for you. I'm reclining, wheezy, baby, lazy boy. You, they enjoy you. I'm like, what's harder, life
Damn.
or Mr. Carter?
Let's just take a look here. You know, the streets talk, don't make them argue. That was cool, like putting the personification on the streets, like of talking and like don't make them argue. But like to me that was cool because streets also cross paths, like intersect. Arguing can be seen as that way too. Like that was a cool little thing there right there. But I light one and get it faded for you. Fade like you're falling back. I'm reclining like you're falling back, and then there's the lazy boy, you make you fall back, because when the lazy boy you pull the seat back. So different plays here on falling back. That was cool. Nice. Yo, that was a hard song, hard instrumental, hard approach. I love that the Life for Mr. Carter was like constantly brought up in throughout the song. That was great recommendation. If you're still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.